flashing light for activity.
G'day guys, Ben
If
from
any of these are
BVIPTech
red,
back with another video.
generally means you've
Today we're going to be doing an unboxing and review on the Netgear home theatre internet connection kit, otherwise known as a Powerline adapter. What this device is a way to get your internet from one room to another. It's really handy for people who have their home modem or router in another room and don't want to be using wireless, for instance, in their living room with their TV or Android box or Blu-ray player or anything else that connects to the internet. It's a really handy way to get that internet connection wired through your power points. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at the device, see how it works, show you its setup, and explain what it does. So let's go and check it out. So the first thing you can see here is the Netgear box. It's quite a large box. It's got all the information about it on the back here. You can see this model is a 4-port. Turn it the right way for you. So you can see it's a 4-port router. So what will happen is in a minute you'll see you'll have one device that's plugged into the power point where your router is, and then you've got 4 connections in the other room for other devices. So for instance, if you've got an Xbox or a PlayStation, a connected cable box, Android TV box, Apple TV, anything like that. It's really handy. I've been using this for quite a while. So let's get into this box. Alright, so we'll flip the box open here. And as you can see, you've got your main power brick. Right here. You've got the Powerline adapter. You've got your power cable for the black portion. And you've got your Ethernet cables. So we don't need them for now, or the power cables, so we'll just put them out of the way. And what we want are these 2 devices. So first off, we'll look at the actual power brick. Alright, so this plugs into your main power point. It is recommended to plug it in to the actual power point itself, not into a power board or extension cord, just due to the fact that you may not get the best connection. So on the top, it's got one Ethernet port. On the front, it's got a power point, so you can plug your power board into it. And it's got the 3 lights on the front to show power, connection, and link. So you will need that. So we'll leave that to the side. And this is the main device we want here. Alright, so you've got the Netgear branding on the top. And you've got your PowerPoint, you've got your reset button, and you've got your 4 Ethernet ports. They are labelled 1 through 4 for the power of the throughput. So obviously your main device you want to be in number 1, and you're the one that you care about the least in number 4. You do have 3 lights on the front here, and you've got your symbols matching up to the other white box on the back. Now, one thing to note with this device is that you do need to have the power points on the same power circuit, otherwise they won't work. As if you think of it as a big link to each other going back and forward. Now these devices can be really handy, especially if you've only got, for instance, the 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi network and you're living in an apartment building or something and there's lots of wireless connections, or you just really want your gaming experience to be better than a spotty Wi-Fi connection. So what we'll do now is we'll go and plug this in and I'll show you how it looks powered up. Let's go check it out. Alright, so here we are with the white part of the power adapter. Excuse the messy cabling, I haven't really set this up properly yet, but you'll be able to see the 3 green lights. I'll get rid of my lighting in a second. You'll see there's the power, the link, and then there's a flashing light for activity. If any of these are red, generally means you've accidentally plugged it into a power board or you're not getting a good connection. So let me just get rid of the lighting and you'll be able to see the green lights on there. So it's pretty simple to plug that in. As you can see, I have a power board connected into the front of it for my PC and the router and everything in my spare room. So what we'll do now is we'll go and have a look at the other end. Alright, and here it is all plugged in my other room. So I've got multiple things connected into this box. I've got my Android TV box, I've got my Apple TV box, and a Fetch TV, which is a sort of a mini cable box. I don't really use it, I got it free through my internet provider. It has a few cable channels on it and free-to-air TV. It's just good for recording my local stuff and watching the occasional movie. But yeah, so as you can see, I've got them prioritized in order. Got my Android box first, Apple TV, and then the Fetch box because I care about that at least. I can plug in a fourth device, but at the moment I've only just got 3 that require the wide connection. So if we come down here, you'll notice that you might be able to see you've got the green lights flashing on the front to show the activity. A bit hard to see in the daylight, but they are there. So that's the other end connected. Excuse the dust. This does live just behind my TV, so I don't really get to it much. Okay guys, so that was just a quick look at the Netgear home theater internet connection kit, the Powerline adapter. I hope you found this video informative, just something a little bit different. I thought it might be handy for those who do use an Android TV box, just purely because you're not relying on the wireless connection. I personally do have 2.4 and 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi, so I don't really have any issues with congestion or all that, but I do just like the stability of that wide connection. You don't have any problems with just little wireless dropouts here and there, and I just thought it would be handy to share with you guys. The device, I believe they range around 60 to 100 Australian dollars, so that'd be about 70 US on the high end. There are other options if you only have the single device where you just have 2 of the white boxes. I just like the 4-port option. I know there are faster ones than what I've got. My internet only goes up to 100 megabits, so the 100 megabit connection one was perfect for me. Don't forget to share this video with anyone you might find would get some use out of a device like this, and to subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on my next upload. If you've got any questions, leave them for me in the comments, or if you've got any other suggestions of videos you'd like to see, whether it's Kodi builds or IPTV or some more unboxings of different devices, I can see what I can do. And thanks for watching. Ben from BVIPTech, and I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers.